Hi, it's Kirby Summers, and I welcome you to my podcast. Today is Sunday, October the 8th, and I decided to take a dive into Jeffrey Epstein's connections to a pedo ring in Japan. Um, Clearly, it's again not something I can readily discuss on this platform because, as you have all been aware, the restrictions grow bigger and bolder every day. So it's very limited to what I can share. Again, I'm going to continue to upload information for everyone, but I upload it to my Patron. I can't speak. I haven't had any coffee this morning, so forgive me. But I upload it for my patrons on Patreon, a deep dive into Epstein's connections to a pedophile ring in Japan. It includes information about some of the people at the prestigious MIT, which, as you know, Epstein was connected to. And I also, discuss a little bit about Aaron Swartz, who was found hung like Epstein in a very odd manner. I personally don't believe it was suicide. I explain that on the podcast on my Patreon. I also discuss other things involving sort of explaining. I guess explaining is a better term for what I'm trying to say to you. The fact that, I've always said that the Epstein is not a one-off. Jimmy Savile wasn't a one-off. In fact, he's part of something having to do with someone connected to this thing that I talk about in the podcast I just recorded for my patrons. And I think that the more we understand about how these interconnect and intertwine and are frankly all part of the same, the better off we are. It gives us the ability to discern what we hear from mainstream media, from indie pundits who only kind of talk about the fact that, yeah, Epstein this, Epstein that, without giving you a broader image into what is a much bigger and more horrifying situation. That said, it also gives us the ability to not only discern, but to keep ourselves safe, our families safe, our children, our grandchildren, our community, to make this world better. Because in order to fight this effectively, we have to know what to look for, who the perpetrators are. I name names. So if you're a part of my Patreon, thank you for your support. If you can become a patron, I believe, it's $5 and I have a lot of information in there. I'm going to be uploading patron-only podcasts that are too sensitive to post here. I sort of like connect some of the dots for some of the stuff that I write on my Substack. And I know many of you here also follow me there. If you can't afford to join any of those platforms, your support here is greatly appreciated by you liking my content, whether it's on Twitter, the 100 or so podcasts that I have uploaded here to YouTube that are available to you for free. If you comment on this stuff, it helps everyone. If you retweet my stuff, it just you listening to this work and how the dots connect and how the peeling of this terrible onion, it's got so many layers. If we understand this together, we're in this together. A lot of the information that I am able to dig into is supplied to me by informants, basically whistleblowers, people that, do this or that, who share information with me, and then I go and I start digging and I keep connecting the dots with the information that I myself, as a former slave to one of the billionaires, connected not just to the Epstein thing, but to the Franklin thing, which is how I knew coming into this that this was not he wasn't a one-off, that there was a connection, a continuum, okay? But anyway, it is Sunday. I hope you are well. It is no longer raining in New York as it was last Sunday. It is, I believe, going to be a nice day. I will look for you on Patreon so you can listen to this information. Again, I name names. It's a real deep dive. And, I don't see anybody doing major deep dives, but maybe some of you can start becoming indie journalists, becoming indie reporters, sharing information before that door is closed for us. All right, guys, thank you so much for everything. Again, like the video, and subscribe if you haven't. All righty, have a good day. Bye.